So, this next misconception that I'm going to discuss is directed to parents who struggle with mental illness. And I feel like something I've seen is that um, a lot of parents who struggle with mental health issues kind of get in that mindset that, okay, as a parent, um, I need to shield my kids from this. I shouldn't talk to my kids about this. My kids don't need to see this side of me because I need to maintain kind of that parent role. Um, and I don't want to allow my kids to see that I'm weak. Um, and this is absolutely not true. So, before I talk about this next topic, I just want to put a little disclaimer on out there that I personally don't have experience with this because I don't have kids. Um, but I do have a lot of friends with kids who struggle with mental health. Um, and I've been able to get insight from them. So I feel like because of that, I am able to kind of weigh in um, on the topic. Um, and especially as a teacher who has worked with students and young students who have struggled with mental health, and just hearing kind of what they have to say on the subject, I feel like it's something that I need to speak out on. So this goes to the parents of children who they themselves struggle with mental health. Um, I think it's kind of a controversial topic about whether or not to talk about it with your kids. Um, and I'm definitely of the opinion that yes, if your kids are old enough to understand, then yes, by all means, please talk to your kids about mental health and how that affects you, especially because um, some mental health disorders do have that genetic component. So it automatically kind of predisposes your kids to it. So making them aware of potentially what could happen in the future and how to deal with it when it does happen is a really healthy thing, is a really good thing to teach them. And especially if you see your kids are starting to struggle behaviorally or socially because of your own struggles, then please sit them down and explain to them that, hey, mom or dad is going through a rough time, and that's okay because we know that it's okay to ask for help. And if you are seeking counseling or if you are taking medication, feel free to tell your kids what steps you're taking to work on it, what steps you're taking to get better. Um, Now, with that being said, definitely um, take those steps to get help. Um, if you are going to set that example for your kids, I highly, highly encourage you before you even have that conversation with your kids, make sure that you are in a good place to talk to them about that. So if you are struggling with mental health, but you're not getting the help you need, um, then I kind of feel like if you try talking to your kids about it and they see that you're not making the effort to get help, they're kind of going to be like, well, you know, they're not going to get anything from that. So definitely as the parent, you want to make sure that you are in a good place. And of course, don't talk about anything with your kids that you are not comfortable with, and make sure it's age appropriate. Um, just don't put everything out there on the table. Make sure it's age appropriate. Make sure they are mature enough to handle that conversation. I'm not going to name names, but I do have a friend whose husband is, went through kind of a rough patch, but he is doing so good. I am so proud of him. He is taking steps to get sober, and he's started going to some 12-step meetings, and he's taken his two older kids with him, and I just think that's great. I think that's awesome to let your kids in on what you're going through so they can see the process. So they know that, hey, what, people struggle, and it's not a sign of weakness to ask for help. So yeah. Um, so that is my 2 cents on the topic. If you are watching this and you have a different viewpoint or you want to weigh in, please feel free to leave comments. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.